question from Figo that asks, is there any food or what kind of food is the most difficult to prepare?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
But then it's very difficult to master it, isn't it? People take 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, it is and it isn't. I mean, if you're going to do something simple, then that's fine. But to even do the simple things really, really, really well, like the Japanese chef that you're talking about, you watch them finding the rice, the nigiri on top, very simple, very, 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 it looks simple, but yet it's perfect. That simple perfection is really hard to attain, but you always get better with practice. And so it's such a satisfying thing to see yourself developing, and you go, wow, I can do this now. And it's, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the most difficult thing is. I would say the most difficult period is the first few years where you're grafting and you're developing those things, because those are the times when your motor skill and your technique is developing. So once you can see a whole range of vegetables and things and then process them quickly, then you start cooking. So I would say it's just once you get through that sort of phase, that's the hardest part.
There's a question from Reese. Reese asks, does hotel provide training for new joining chef?
Yeah, hotels generally do. I mean, I think any business should have an induction period. Like, even if you been in the industry 5-6 years, you come in, they walk you around, they say, this is our process, our procedure, our culture, this is our vision. That has to happen. But hotels, in my experience, are particularly good at it. They're always, the good ones at least, are good because they train their staff, they update their staff. I mean, if you're doing the same job 5 days a week, 5 or 6 days a week for years, you'll become stale if you don't have something new to learn, or you can move around a hotel. As I said, my friend was a porter once. He got sick. I did that for a few weeks. It was cool. All sorts. Yes, it's varied. So, and also, like in a kitchen, you should move around different departments. A kitchen's really is only as strong as its weakest link. So if you have somebody that goes down who's sick, but somebody from the cold section can go over there, or if he's in the grill, but he can do desserts, and she wants to do the grill, that's the way you should try to do it. So, and also when you're really, really busy, what we call it in the weeds on the side of the road, kind of like, tickets are stacking up and you're like, oh, you need somebody to jump in and go, all right, what do you need? And if they are familiar with your mise en place and your section, they can really help. So put that steak on, get that pan on. It's teamwork.
Chef, we have some restaurant owners in the audience. One of them being Eric Pui, who runs Mr. Baker. And he didn't ask it, but I'm just thinking of a question on his behalf. And that question would probably be, what kind of advice do you have for restaurants, that is, trying to ride through this hard time?
When I had my business, I can remember I used to say to my business partner, it was a very, very important part, but she was amazing. She was a marketing degree, business degree, and I was kind of more operations. Often things would happen that you're like, oh no, but the sun would come up the next day, the people would still keep coming, and often that would teach you a new system. For example, my business was very seasonal, so in the wintertime, especially for the first season, it wasn't even open, but we decided we were going to open it 7 days a week, all year round. So you can imagine the first winter was very quiet, but that taught us frugality, efficiency, multitasking. It taught us how to minimize our overheads. So I would say the whole idea of kissing the shadow, trying to use adversity as an opportunity to improve your systems and your staff, perhaps. Maybe using this downtime, if there is some downtime, to train staff, and be open to perhaps diversifying a little bit your core business. Just hold on. Things will improve. You'll be right.